family, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Welcome back to Wild Pine Tree Homestead. My name is Marsha, and I hope all of you are doing well today. Today is Thursday morning. I'm out here on the homestead, and it's nice and sunny. It's beautiful, and the sun feels so good beaming on my body. So I'm enjoying the sun. I hope you are as well wherever you are. All right, family. So we have some situation happening here in the homestead today. I'm looking around because last night, of course, you can see our dog is over here, and normally he's in the pen with the animals, with the goats. But we took him off and we took him out and put him here in the tree because we have an incident that happened last night, and I'm looking around to see if I see the peacocks. The peacocks got out last night because if you notice, the goats over there, they keep rubbing on the pen that the peacocks are normally in. And what they did was, guys, they kept pushing and pushing on the pen until the gate fly open and the peacocks, they came out. So I'm looking around. Mr. Lewin said last night when he came, he did not see, only saw 2 of the peacocks. And you know we have 3. And so I saw 1 or 2 this morning. And so I'm looking to see if I see the 3rd one, because last night he said he did not see. So here is this is Lucky up here. This is Lucky, and Miss P. Miss P is over here. There she is. So they both are there, and they seem okay. So, and of course, you know, the dog keep barking, and I don't want to follow them too much because peacocks are like this. Sometimes when you let them out, they will probably stay in the yard, but sometimes they will fly up and they will live in the tree. So I'm not wanna. Oh, here, wait a minute. Here is Lucky. Oh no, that's Blue. That's Lucky over there, and this is Blue over here. So we were looking last night and we did not see Blue, but here he is. Cleve said he flew up in the tree, up in one of these trees last night over on the neighbor's property. Last night he flew over to the neighbor's property. And so it seemed like he got back. He came back over this morning. So they all 3 of them are here, thank God. So I don't know how we're gonna get them back in the pen, but we will see how that work out. Stop the noise over there. Why are you making all that noise, huh? AC, you hollering and scaring the birds. And so Ace got a little nervous because he's not used to seeing them flying around, and when they were flying around, Ace got nervous and he started barking. You're not used to seeing the birds flying around. So he was a bit nervous, so we had to take him outside and put him here last night. And so he's gonna probably stay here until Mr. Lewin get back, and we'll try to get the peacocks back in their pen. I don't know, we may have to get one of those mesh. Maybe we can purchase one from Walmart to see if we can get them back into their pen. Right, girl? How you doing? And this is, of course, you know, this is Miss Nibbles. Nibbles, what's wrong with your head? Let me see. Why your head feel like that? Huh? You all right, girlfriend? You been doing okay? And Nibbles have the most beautiful hair. Look at her. She gonna try to lay down. And I can't rub you when you lay down there, girl. She want mommy to rub her when she's laying down. All right, guys. So let me give you a little bit of update on the goats. You know the goats are pregnant, so let me give you an update and show you what's happening with them. All right, guys, so here are the nannies. The nannies are doing well. As you know, guys, I talked about how the breeding season is over and most of them are now with babies. So this is Miss Stella right here. Hi, Stella. Stella, how's the babies doing, huh? The baby's doing okay? So Stella is pregnant, and most of them are due by next month. So we're getting ourselves prepared for babies to come on the ground, and so we're trying to get the our look at Nibbles over there jumping around. Look at look at Nibbles. Nibbles, are you happy to be out? So yeah, so as I was saying, guys, we're getting prepared for the babies to come for next month. So we're getting everything prepared. We're getting the barn on the top there prepared all the stalls, so when they're ready to have baby, everybody is ready. I think probably Rose looked like she's gonna be the first one, and probably Stella might be the second, huh, Stella? You think you'll have your baby after that? So yeah, so that's a little bit of update. And then we have Miss Betty over here. She's well pregnant. She is quite full, and I don't see their vulva is not looking as big. Most of them looks pretty full in the back as well. But as you can see, look at Nibbles. Nibbles is just doing her own thing. Nibbles, what's up, girl? What are you doing? I can't get to finish talking about the ghost. You just want some attention, huh? You want some attention? You say hi to the people. Say we haven't seen you in a little bit, huh? Say the people haven't seen you in a while, huh? You've been missing in action. What you been doing, huh? Nibbles want to be rubbed down, and I don't have the time to give her no big rub today. Huh, Nibbles? You want mommy to rub you down? Look at her. She lay all the way down. Oh, Nibbles, you're too much. Look at this beautiful lush hair that you got here. Nibbles have the most beautiful feathers. They're so soft. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to make a wig out of this, Nibble. Can I get some of this hair? Anyway, girl, can I finish talking about the ghosts? Anyway, guys, so yes, so most of the goats are doing well. The nannies are doing okay. The small ones over here are not pregnant because we just didn't want them to get pregnant too early. So we locked them away. We locked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this one, she's just a dwarf goat. And I do think that she is pregnant. So I can't wait to see what type of baby she will drop. But these small ones are not pregnant. Because, you know, you don't want to get your nannies when they're too young pregnant, because that can be, you know, detrimental sometimes to the nannies because they're not mature enough and they can end up with miscarriages. So we try to keep them away from the bucks when we turn the bucks out. So the bucks are now, Sam is now over here. We put them over here. So these are all bucks that you see over here, and all the nannies are on this side. So everybody you see here, I think should be with babies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe 10 or so. It could be more, but 10 or 11 of them should be with babies. So we're waiting to see what happens with them, guys, and see what type of beautiful babies that they deliver this breeding season. So yeah, there you have it, guys. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys a few herbs that I want to talk about that it's important to have on the homestead. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you, so stay tuned. All right, family, so here I am in the kitchen, and I have some bottles here, as you can see, and they're not like the perfect uniform bottles, but these are the bottles that I have, guys. I do have quite a few canning bottles that I don't want to use to add my herbs in. So I save all these bottles from different things that I do in the kitchen, and I'm going to use those. So don't let that stop you from collecting your herbs and putting them. As long as your bottles are clean and dry, then it's great to go ahead and add your herbs. So here I have quite a few herbs here. I have some elderberry, and as I'm going to talk about the herbs, I'm going to show you a video that I did. All right, family, good morning. I am getting ready to put on some elderberry in my crock pot. As you can see, these are elderberries. And so how I'm going to make my elderberry, guys, I have a crock pot here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I already plug it in. So I'm going to go ahead and add 2 cups of water, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and add my elderberry. I'm going to do 1 cup. I think I'll do 1.5 cups of berries. So I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of berries in the water here, because I want it really strong. I want it to be really, really strong. So I'm going to go ahead and add some ginger to this and a couple of cloves. This here, I have some turmeric. I'm going to add some turmeric as well. So that much cloves. So I have turmeric, I have some cloves, and I have some ginger in here. And this, I'm going to go ahead and let this slow cook for at least an hour. And then I'll come back and strain this off, and I'll add my honey after. So that is the way I'm making my cold season. This will be a nice little tincture that I will do for the children. Just for the family, I'll have this to take care of the family throughout the winter. Alright family, that was just a quick way of how I make my elderberry. Let's get back into the herbs. Elderberry is great to have in the house. I love to keep it in the house because it's such a great herb that it does help with flu and cough, and it helps to build the immune system. So I make elderberry every year for the children and for myself, just for the family in general, just to keep off colds and flus. So get some elderberry in your kitchen, okay? Another one I want to talk about is the lemon balm. Lemon balm. And so these are some herbs, guys, that I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about all of the usage of these herbs, but I'm just showing you some of the herbs that I'm going to be planting. So I have the elderberry. Even though I make the syrup, I have the elderberry as well that I started, and it's being stratified, meaning that I started in, let me show it to you. Okay guys, so this is what they call stratified, or you can say you started, in a bag over the winter. So I started these about a month ago. So these are some of the seeds, the elderberry seeds. But what I did was I just wet the paper towel, I add my seeds to this, and I fold it up and I put it in the refrigerator. And so these will sit here, and what that does, guys, it helps to open up the seeds and allow them to sprout really quickly. It does take time, as from my study, to start elderberry seeds. So in the spring I will be planting these. So I just wanted to show you that. So get some elderberry. That is very good to have in the house. These are some more of the herbs that I want to plant, guys. These are some mullein seeds that I have, or mullein or mullein or mullein, however you pronounce that. And these are one of my go-to to have. This herb is my go-to herb to have as well for the flu season and for to boost the immune system. And so I keep that here. I always have that on hand, and I keep it in. See, this is a tincture bottle that I have here. And whenever, you have allergy or colds and flus, this is one of the herbs that you can use as well. So I keep this all the time on hand. And so that's some of the herbs that you want to keep for your cold seasons. The lemon balm is really good to have on hand as well. And I love this herb because it's such a gentle herb that even the babies, you can give it to your babies. I'm not going to go too much into what you can do with these, but this herb, if you're like, have a hectic day and you want to calm down, and you're going through a bit of stress, this is the herb you want to go for. Grab this, make a nice cup of tea, and sit down and drink this herb, and you will be very happy after drinking this herb. I also have some, so yarrow. Yarrow is another herb that I am researching, and I love this herb from what I've seen so far. It is great if you have say bleeding and you can't get to an emergency situation. This is one of the herbs that you really need to have on hand. I picked up 2 packs of them because I'm going to be planting these as well. Okay, so this is a burdock. This is another herb that I'm going to be planting in my garden because I'm actually going to be starting a herb garden. And I have dill right here. This is dill. And this is another herb that I love. This is, this is culinary herb, so you'll be using this in your food. And some of the herbs I show you are medicinal, especially the burdock and the yarrow and the mullein leaves and the elderberry. So this is a American elderberry, okay? So I think from what I've studied, most people said to get the American elderberry. So these are some of the medicinal herbs that I have. I love medicinal herbs. And I'm the person, guys, that always have medicinal herbs on hand. Now, I have some lavender as well. So this is another herb that I'm going to plant. So this is calendula. And this is one of the herbs that I've been researching as well. And I'm going to be planting these as well for the summer. So those are some of the herbs that I have here. I have some chamomile, and this is one of my favorite tea to have in the evening as well. Chamomile is a very, very calming tea as well. And it's also good for fever too. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go too much. I will be doing videos on each of these herbs. So don't worry, I will go more into the details of what they do and how to use them. So these are my chamomile that I'm going to be putting in all my bottles that sit in here. I also have some oregano, and I love oregano for different dish and different meals that I use and recipes. So I have some of these as well here. So I'm going to be putting those in my bottle. I have some peppermint, and as you know, peppermint is a really gentle herb for your stomach. So if you're having issues with your stomach and you're feeling like your stomach is not feeling good, this is a herb that will soothe your stomach. Okay, this spice, I would say this is more like a spice. So this spice is called annatto, and this is this spice here, guys, my grandmother used to use this, and my mom used to use it when I was a child. And what they would use it in, like fish cake, like fritters. So if you're making something and you want to add some coloring, this is a great natural product that you can use. It's kind of like curry or turmeric. And so I love this as well. And I remember this from back home. So I got some of these as well. So if you want to add coloring to a lot of different things, this is what you can use. And what else I have? I have some sweet basil. Sweet basil, I'm going to add these to my bottles. And I have some cloves as well. And one more thing, or two more things. And I have some bay leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in these bottles. And I have some cinnamon sticks as well. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm collecting my herbs now. And I'm getting everything that I need to plant in my garden for the spring. And I'm getting everything together to put in my bottles. And what I do, guys, I make sure that I write the name of the herb that's in the bottle. And I make sure I put a date on the bottle as well when I collect the herbs. And if you're doing herbs, you want to make sure that you put, when you do your tinctures or you make your herbal recipes, make sure you put your date and you know what's in the bottle. Let me start. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything in the bottle. So I'm gonna put my chamomile in here, and so make sure your bottles are nice and clean. Have here, guys. I will be doing separate videos on each herb so you can see what they do and how I use them. All right. So let me go ahead and get these open up. Let me open up these and go ahead and put them in the bottles because I want to make sure they stay nice and dry and in a nice area where everything is going to be nice dark area so they will last much longer. Oh, I don't want to waste anything, guys. So I'm going to pick these up and put it in the bottle as well. So that is my chamomile. And then I have some cinnamon in here already. So I got that done. Peppermint. So I'm going to put my this is spearmint. So I'm going to put my spearmint in this bottle here. Uh-oh. Oh, and that smells so good, guys. It spilled a little bit, but I'm going to still pick it up, guys. I don't want to waste any of this herb because everything is expensive. And some of these herbs that I have here, guys, I purchased some of these from the farmer's market, and some of them I purchased from Amazon because everything is so expensive that I don't want to waste anything. And I try to get them from places that I can get a really good deal on. Oh my God, that smells so delicious, guys. So this is my spearmint. I'm gonna get some tea going. So I'm just now finishing up the process of putting my herbs together. So because these have some you know, stems and leaves and flowers together, the chamomile, I'm just gonna go ahead and load that to, into the bottle. And all of it can be used, guys, so don't throw away the sticks. If you plant your chamomile, I haven't planted any yet, but this is how I purchased this from the store. So I'm putting everything in there. When I draw my tea, I use all of it, guys, because the plant is it's all parts of the plant is good, so I don't waste any of it. So I'm going to use this bit that I have here to draw a cup of tea, and I put my kettle on, so I'm going to do that. So that is my annatto. And if I'm going to show you what this look like, if you've never seen it before, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put some water on it and show you what it looks like when you wet it. I remember growing up, we used to go outside and pick these, guys, and my grandma used to send us outside to get these. As you can see on my finger, you see right there, look at that, see on my finger right there is orange. So you can use that to do a lot of different coloring in your food and so on. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my cloves. So these are my cloves. I'm going to add that in the bottle, and I'll be finished with all of this. And guys, I've been collecting herbs for some years now. I love herbs because herbs is something that God created, and he put it on the earth for us to use it to do whatever we can. Things that I will be suggesting for the herbs, I'm not a doctor, so do your own research, but these are some of the things that I use at home. And you know, cloves is something that most people use all the time. So I have a few herbs here, guys, and I have my cinnamon sticks, my these are my oregano, and this is the bay leaves, and what's this, spearmint, sweet basil, cinnamon, the chamomile, and all the other, and these two, the annatto and the cloves. Those are some of the herbs that I'm going to be using. And this is my teapot that I use to make my herbs in. I have a little strainer in here, and I made some tea this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and just add some more into that, and that is the strainer. And I'm telling you guys, I love this tea. And make me a cup of tea to calm my nerve. And here I'm gonna just pour my water on the tea here, and I'm gonna let that seep for about 5 to 10 minutes. All right, family, so there we have it. I was able to put everything in the bottles. And there you have, so these are some essential herbs that I like to keep on hand on the homestead. I've been collecting herbs for years, guys, and I'm just now introducing this part of myself to you guys. I love herbs, and I love to use natural, you know, natural things that is grown from the ground. And God has provided us with beautiful herbs, and herbs that can help to enhance our life and make our health much better. So these are some of the herbs that I like to keep on hand, and I will be sharing with you guys quite a few of herbs throughout the season. And I will be planting, like I showed you, I have quite a few herbs that I need to plant. And then I will share with you guys how you can get your elderberry going. So I have, like I showed you before, I have mine going already. I will put this back in the refrigerator, and then I will plant it in the spring. Some people say you can go, you know, 2-3 months, and some people say 6 months. But I'm going to keep this until the springtime. I will plant it. And so some of the things for elderberry, for growing elderberry, I think from what I've studied, it says that I need to plant it in a partially shade area and also full sun. So you can have a little bit of shade, but make sure that you're having sun, and it loves rich, moist soil. So make sure you're having a lot of moisture and the soil is rich, to make sure that the you know, you have a really success rate of growing elderberry. This is my first time that I will be planting elderberry, so I'm just telling you from what I've studied, that's what they said, to plant it in a nice shade area that has full sun, and it stretches out. So you make sure you put in an area where you're going to be comfortable with it, like maybe up to a fence or something like that, having it. I love elderberry, so I'm hoping that I have a good success rate of growing this. And so now I have my tea, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and pour out because it's been steeping for a while. And I'm going to have this tea because this is going to give me a nice calm day. If you're having a really rough day or a rough evening, this is the tea to have, guys. Just steep you a little bit of chamomile tea, and you can add a little bit of honey if you like. If you don't want to add honey, you don't have to do that. But I like to add a little bit of honey. You know, I have allergy, and I think if you know, honey is really good for allergy. And so this tea is a really nice tea. It is good for, you know, if you have children that has fever, this you can make chamomile tea for your children as well. It's very gentle for children. So even your kids can drink chamomile tea. So let's give it a taste. Oh, this is good, guys. This is really good. So make your chamomile tea and keep your spirit calm. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and share if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what type of herbs you have in your pantry, and you know, what are you planning on growing for the upcoming season. You know, guys, we don't know what's gonna happen throughout this time that we're having. You're struggling with food shortage, we're struggling with different things, and who knows, you know, some of the people, depending on where you're living, you probably can't get to the doctor. So have some herbs on hand that you can use to help out your family and help out yourself, and maybe help a neighbor. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Walk good and stay on your purpose. Love you guys. Bye bye.